do this the old-fashioned way, do I? And this is how I frickin' die, man. Is this going still? Load. No. Come on. Just trying to check. If I could check this shit before going online, I would. What do you mean? What do you mean nothing? No, hold on, shut up. No, I can't shut it up. Is it here? Ugh. Alright, my best bet's gonna be to bust out the phone then. When am I gonna frickin'... I've been doing this shit for how frickin' long and I still haven't, what's the word I'm looking for? Grown TF up, I don't know. Show me, Twitch. It's the only channel I ever watch. Did I? Yeah, that'll do. Whatever. I don't give a shit. Alright, cool. Finally frickin' get to play Turok. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, pal. Come join me. You don't gotta do anything. I just miss you. Okay. I also thought you'd want to see this alien. Well, I mean, you'll understand when you do see it. I don't know why they designed it the way they did. Shut up, me. Shut up. I have my freaking phone with the stream up so I could see chat.
I am Adon. The elders of the Lost Lands have charged
Oh god, I don't like this. I don't like that a lot of aliens, especially like that Mass Effect flavor, is just like they're just people, but they have different colored skin. When I was a kid, I heard a lot about Turok being really good. I didn't believe it because my only opportunity was to, my only chance to play these games was to, oh shit, I forgot to, copy. The only chance to play these games, our only opportunity was to, I gotta put the internet. Schedule.
In the hills surrounding the city, the battle wages on as stragglers are hunted down and
Ease.
the dinosaurs are genetically engineered dinosaur hybrids.
Yeah, okay, that'll do.
Evil and very
I'll get out of here. It's Turok time.
do the primogens
No! Oh, I thought I skipped it.
objectives are as
Oh,
follows.
that's not supposed to happen.
Activate 3
They're saying, oh yeah, my only opportunities to play Turok was to emulate the N64 versions on a keyboard. Not even a mouse, just a keyboard. So this is actually when Night Dive released the remakes, was the only opportunity I had to actually play these games, which is pretty sick, I think. Rather, the remakes are pretty sick. And I was stuck on this fricking level for 1,000 years. I just couldn't figure out how to clear it. I think it was one of the kids that was holding me up, because I couldn't find that last fricking kid, and they make you complete all the objectives on the map. This game's structured weirdly. This is probably the worst level they could have started with. They should have started with that cool swamp level when you're fighting the dinosaur guys in the swamp. But they didn't do that. Instead, they freaking started here on this cool dock. And yeah, it's kind of an interesting level. You know, a lot of things are exploding. There's things happening. There's dinosaurs here, but this is a really freaking confusing level. There's a lot of shit off to the. Oh wait, you need oxygen. Shut up, Turok. Shut up, Joshua specifically. This fake-ass freaking Turok. I don't know why Joshua gets all the love. Talset's way better than Turok. Wait, no, Talset's way better than Joshua. God, Why is he Joshua? Why Joshua? They went from Tulset to Joshua. I knew a kid named Joshua. I freaking hated him. Although I guess I could say that for basically any name. God, this game slaps so freaking hard, though. Man, I've been putting off playing this game because I got Ironstorm, and also I didn't want to, like... I knew I was going to stream it, so I didn't want to, like, burn myself out on it. But I'm happy to be here. Even if I'm freaking talking to myself right now because my wife hates me. She ain't taking the bait. Fine. Oh, God. Gotta remember to come back for that one. Made that mistake before. I've also been playing Turok Evolution. That game frickin' sucks. Nope. 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 Going right back for it. Not making that mistake again. Have to backtrack to the entire frickin' level. I did that. I also own the Switch version. It was the first version that I bought, actually. If memory serves, this is the first frickin' Turok version that I bought. And that shit frickin' slaps too. But I made no progress. Played that game for like 2 hours. Did not beat this level because I couldn't find where to go next. Yes! But I don't want to go that way. I want the gun. I was upset when I first played Turok because of the guns. It was like weird to hear coming from me, but Turok was not this when I was a kid. Four does it. Oh, man, if this was an LP, I would absolutely have like zoomed in on that picture of Joshua because it looks funny. Half-Life got me crouch jumping in every game. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about how Turok was kind of formless to me, a lot like Zelda when I was a kid. So freaking, I didn't understand that Turok was like a fantasy sci-fi world, and I was really upset that there was a Native American man who was... I should probably use an arrow on that. There was a Native American man who was using guns. Little did I know. It's par for the course. Also, I watched a video recently on how Vikings fought Native Americans. It was pretty sick. Doesn't have anything to do with anything, really. I guess the only link is that Turok is native. Also, and the sickest freaking title for a Native American that I've ever heard comes from a Dorkly employee's podcast from 1,000 freaking years ago. I used to watch it, called The Wizard and the Bruiser. He referred to them as the first peoples. The first people, rather. That shit sounds so sick. I try and work that into every conversation I have about Native Americans. But I don't have any conversations with people because people don't talk to me. I don't blame them. I'm not mad about it. Not even a little bit. Especially not my freaking wife. Why do I have to talk to myself?
I'm in pain.
I don't care. Isn't that like half your life? I don't know. That's like that's what you signed up for when you decided to be a woman.
No!
You're on a clock as to whether or not you're going to be in pain.
I'm gonna eat you.
It's not if, it's a when. Give me that freaking arrow. I want it. Talk to God about that one, man. I didn't make you a lady. But if he asked me to, I probably would, just to laugh. This freaking power-up sucks. This is a power-up. So they could have more power-ups in the game and advertise it. That was something they used to do in older games, too. You're like, 17 power-ups. It's like, what if one of them just changes your freaking palette? And that was a thing, too. Some shit-ass games would just change your freaking palette. Make you green. It was like, awesome. What did this freaking power-up do, and why did it need to have its own, like, designation? I can't think of an example of why. You know, actually I can. Not why, rather, but, like, there was a shit-ass... There's this freaking stupid-ass freaking power-up in, Spyro 1. Was it Spyro 1? I think it was actually 2. Whatever, like, it wasn't the power-up that was stupid, it was the way that it worked underwater. underwater, the super flame power up would turn into like a freaking ice ball that moved in a coil, like a bullet. Was popping you up. You look beautiful.
Quaxley hair.
I literally just said you look beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Look at this chocolate ceiling.
It's not chocolate. That's like gold.
Yeah, no, but like looks like chocolate bar.
Okay.
Yeah, I win.
Hello, one viewer.
Is there a viewer? It's me.
Wow.
Yeah, it's me watching chat. I'm gonna try and maintain a schedule because I said it in the video, so I might as well, just for consistency's sake. Because I was scrolling on Twitter. I made that goof ass post. I was scrolling, which by the way, I had a really freaking annoying exchange. I know it's news, but like I had a really annoying exchange with somebody. I was like, I was, because Hogwarts Legacy is out.
Oh.
So people are, I think it's out anyway. So people are like looking at it, like showing off the graphics and stuff. Just that's what people do with new games, right? I was like, man, what happened to like bright colors and stuff in AAA games? There's like no art direction to this game. It's all just photorealism. And like, if you ask me, that shit doesn't read as freaking Harry Potter at a glance. But I'm also not a big Harry Potter, so whatever with that. But
You don't know shit.
hey man, I freaking put that disclaimer out there just a second ago. Oh shit, right. Okay, guess I'll just wait. Just wait to finish that thought. In the meantime, I want to talk about how this was gore back in the 90s. And yeah, like you can blast dudes' heads off and stuff, but now like if you chainsaw somebody in a video game, which a lot of games have chainsaws, their freaking guts will fall out of their bodies. And people will just talk about how shit the gore is. It's like, bro, you don't need the gore that accurate. Oh god, these enemies suck. Little compies. Such a cute name for such an annoying dinosaur. Was I saying again? Oh yeah, I was talking about Harry Potter. So I had a really annoying exchange with somebody about Hogwarts Legacy. And they said that like, you know, there's no bright colors in AAA games anymore. It's kind of weird that we went from controlling fun dragons of like bright colors to freaking dudes walking through reality. And they basically did that thing that everybody does on Twitter where they assign meaning to that statement instead of just letting it mean what I freaking said. And they're like, they don't have to make whatever you want. It's like, no, I didn't say that. He was like, they're not gonna stop making things because some Twitter user asked them to. It's like, no, I didn't freaking ask anybody to do anything. I just said I think it's weird that we went from imaginative games, and now that the games are selling millions, it's just freaking boring shit.
Hades all the way.
Hades was rad. There's like a lot of indies. There's so many freaking sick ass indies. I was pushing for like I mean all day every day, right? But I was pushing recently really hard for to our no followers. I've been pushing for a Darkwatch port, PC port, and we've also been playing Resistance on the channel. Freaking, there's somebody making a game called Cult, but it's spelled with K. It's spelled KVULT, and it's cool. Freaking, that game has Darkwatch coming out of its freaking ass. Like, I don't think it's actually Darkwatch inspired. I hope it is, but I'm getting mad Darkwatch vibes from that shit, and it's freaking rad. So that's already one sale that they're getting out of me. Not to mention everybody else who's excited for that game, but that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. Like, around like 2011, 2012, there was a lot of people who were really upset about every game being a shooter, and I'm more upset about those shooters being boring, because shit like this is freaking sick. Freaking eat this up. Turok all day, son. Love Turok. Also, recently I was in Kill Bill's chat, and he read the story I told about why we didn't do Christmas right. And I think I understand. Part of me understands like being starstruck, because I wasn't necessarily starstruck, but I was happy that he acknowledged it, and I thought it was neat. I was like, oh yeah! Weird, I finally had an exchange with him. I like that guy. He really likes the Saturn.
Brian Fuller's noticed me twice, and I told him to
Yeah, I'll always, for as cool as that Brian Fuller exchange was, I'll always fault you for that because you spelled nuts with 2 T's. You're never gonna live that down, dude. Ugh. How did I get up there? Totally done it before. Stop! 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 Ah! Okay, oh, what? Oh. Oh, I'm not supposed to jump up there. Alright,
It was like Cassandra Clare liked my book clutch thing I made in high school.
well, that was just sick. That was just really cool. Also, it looks really good even still, like looking back at that, like your skill level was so amateur, but still it looked that good.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I was doing on that embroidery machine.
And it looked great.
Won't go.
I thought it was pretty sick. Everybody who saw it thought it was sick.
Won't go.
I'll still always return to that, to you buying those looms and being like, yeah, because I'm never gonna really get good at this, and then you got good at it like a month later at crocheting.
I'm still not good at knitting, but thank you.
Well, you were talking about like getting good at. You're like, I'm not gonna really get good at this, you know, not working without a pattern, and then you did that too. I was like, okay, well, I mean, like, are you seeing the pattern now? Like, you say you're not gonna get good at something, you get good at it. You freaking. I'm gonna sneeze. You freaking like try something, you get good at it. You get good at everything you do.
Thank you.
I used to be good at everything I tried, but then I got older and just like lost interest in trying. Oh hell yeah! Oh, the freaking burgers! I'm gonna make burgers today.
Yeah.
Today's a good day. I got my wife. I got Turok. Turok's always there for me on a bad day.
Even the cats are getting along.
Yeah. I didn't hear a single hissing out of Sasha. Oh. You know, I'm really happy that you're here legitimately, though.
Good.
I love my wife.
Too.
I said this every time we've talked about it, but I legitimately thought I was supposed to freaking hate you because you were my wife. Not like during our marriage time, right? But like when I was a kid, I was like, oh yeah, can't wait to freaking get hitched so that I can not be happy about it.
Bro, I thought arguing was fucking normal.
Yeah, me too. Boomers are freaking weird. Also, that guy who was arguing with me about like not influencing the artistic integrity of a AAA freaking development studio was talking about how I sounded like a boomer. It was just complaining for the sake of complaining, even though I made my point. I try not to let that shit live in my head anymore, so I just put thick Omni-Man in the comments and frickin' left the discussion. Like, if they're gonna be immature, I'm gonna be immature too. If they want to have a legitimate design discussion, I would frickin' scream if I had the opportunity to sit down and do that.
That's why I appreciate Ty.
Ty will frickin' have a legitimate discussion with me. Ty Abbott of Success Studios will have a legitimate design discussion with me and explain, like, his process for like doing certain things in the games he's making. I think it's freaking awesome. I'm more of like a moment to moment gameplay kind of design thing. Like as far as like narrative elements and the like, I'm just not good at those kinds of discussions. It's too structured for me to be able to sit down with. But if it comes to something like what enemies are in this area and what challenge they pose to make this area unique and specific, I can freaking talk about that shit all day. How these systems interact, all that kind of stuff. I'm a mega dork. That's what they pay me for. I've actually never been paid to do anything creative, and I think that sucks because I used to be really good at it.
Yeah.
What happened to me? It's just like bills happened. When I started working, I completely lost my creative spark.
I wouldn't say that. I just, you had priorities.
Okay, cool, Mela. When's the last time I did anything creative? Don't say the Dying Light video.
You work on this channel all the time.
I mean, yeah, sure, but like, what I'm on about is like, when have I done any kind of like? I used to make music. I used to make games. I used to draw. I was getting into 3D modeling.
I think it's your ADHD.
Why is it worse when I'm getting older? Is that a thing?
I don't know. You got shit to do.
Yeah, I guess. Well, that's what I'm on about. Is like
What are you gonna focus on? The thing that is necessary?
That's what I'm on about. Is like when I started working, I lost my creative freaking touch because I was just like, nah, just freaking. I got a 9 to 5 and I don't got the energy. I just don't got the energy. Like, I have a lot of cool ideas. Like at work, I'll just be like listening to somebody talk and I'll be like, what if a freaking dinosaur just fell out of like a storage container one day and the government had to cover that shit up? Are you serious? This guy's freaking tough. Resolute in his freaking mission to kill Joshua.
You write a lot.
I do write a lot, yeah. But that doesn't count. That's not an art. Speaking of writing as an art, you were one of the greatest freaking poets I've ever read.
Thank you.
Like, I have like, apparently I have a talent for spoken word. All the poetry teachers I've ever had have been like, yeah, maybe you don't need to rhyme.
Yeah, you're very good at that.
Yeah. I wouldn't have gotten good at it if it wasn't for our relationship, fun fact. Let's get all sappy for a minute. When I was trying to vocalize my emotions to you, it just kind of came out all pretty.
Aww.
So, I guess I just kind of was just like, what if I just think about my wife and try to impress her with fun words?
You do.
I like words.
You make me all warm and fuzzy.
I love my wife. There's an area. I was talking to the nobody earlier about this, but there was this freaking. I've never beaten this level until like fairly recently, like within like the last 365 days of this year. Wait, no, shit. I set that up so I wouldn't have to freaking confuse myself, and I confused myself. Anyway, within the last 365 days, I've beaten the first level of this game, freaking finally, and. Like, before that, I was just navigating this level over and over again, not knowing what to do. And the enemies don't respawn, so there was just nothing to do in this frickin' game for a long time for me. Also, this game is an awesome shotgun. This is a frickin' fantastic boomer shooter. I'm so psyched to finally be able to play this game proper. I wanted to do the Turok series on the channel, but it just ain't for you.
No, it's not.
So, rather than bitch about how you don't like it, I'll just, like, use this outlet to do. You know what I mean? Yeah, you get it.
Give me if I'm not responding and reading.
That's fine. It's just this stream. Oh. Wait, were we gonna record today?
No, we're streaming with Snoo.
Oh yeah. Oh man, that would have been a freaking packed day. Do a stream. Okay, yeah, I'm good with that. I'm thinking about the day, like, that hypothetical day where we stream, we record, and then we freaking stream and record again. Also, did you know Margot Robbie was in frickin' Furiosa?
What?
Yeah.
Who was she?
I don't freaking know. I just saw a thing. It was like Margot Robbie explains something. I don't remember why I was reading about Margot Robbie.
I gotta look up the words. Hold on.
Okay. You think it's the one who says that frickin' confounding statement that I still don't know what she said?
No.
He's a maggle schlanger. I still don't know what the hell she was talking about.
I know Zoe Kravitz is in the movie, but...
Zoe?
Yeah.
Zoe, isn't it?
I don't know. She's fucking awesome.
You got chunkified. Okay.
She's a Catwoman.
Oh, yeah! She's the new Catwoman.
I don't know who fucking... Hold on.
What's up? freaking area with a bunch of compies in it. This is me getting lost again. Oh. I wasn't using the handgun. Should be, though.
No, she auditioned.
So she actually didn't do anything, though?
No. Her and Jennifer Lawrence auditioned for The Wives. Didn't work out.
God, Jennifer Lawrence is weird to me. She looks like that girl that I knew, you know? Not anybody you actually know, but she's that girl that you knew.
I don't like Margot Robbie anymore.
Yeah, ever since that freaking stunt with Kill Bill, Bill Paxton, Bill Murray, Bill Trump, what's his name? Help me. Brad
Pitt.
fricking Pitt. Ever since that fricking stunt with Brad Pitt, I've just been like, yeah, alright.
Like, well, what a bitch.
Stupid bitch. For clarity, just in case anybody ever watches this, for clarity, she just fricking planted one on him. Randomly.
It wasn't part of the script. She didn't ask permission.
And her reasoning was, when am I ever going to get to do this? Well, when am I ever gonna freaking get to kill Margot Robbie?
That's a really nasty attitude that she had. I was like, ew.
It was freaking gross. Like, that's freaking creepy. The age difference between them is another freaking problem for me, where that's just like, bro, like, chill, bro. Chill, homie. Old enough to be a freaking dad. Also, who's Bill Paxton? I know that's a real name.
He's, oh, fuck. He always plays like a shit kicker guy. Hold on.
Oh, wait, is he that guy? He's the guy from True Lies when he's in the car with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And he's like, she can suck star leaf blower. And you're like, freaking, why do you need that much power?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that was Bill Paxton. They were talking about him in Best Friends.
Yeah, he was in Twister. He was in Aliens.
Yup.
Oh, rest in peace.
Game over. What?
2017, I guess.
Oh my god.
I had no idea.
In the arms of an
He had
angel.
a stroke.
Fly away from here.
Yeah, he was cool. I liked him in Aliens.
He died without controversy, I believe. Because I haven't heard shit frickin' about him.
That's nice.
He's like Scatman John. He died without controversy too. He just didn't frickin' want to hurt children or anything. He was just like, no, I'm just a guy. Skiing scat blah 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 blah.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
Get off the fucking.
Listening to you scold your cat so frickin' goofy.
He knows he needs his nails trimmed.
Is he just trying to hide from the fact? Oh, yes, you are. Okay, I don't remember what to fricking do. Where do I go?
Fly through the level.
I'm considering it. It's because of how much I fricking hate this level. This is not a good intro level. Like, there are other levels in this game that are way more fricking straightforward and way more fun. This is not one of them. What's this shit? What is this broke-ass map? I guess because it's a secret area, they didn't want to have all the geometry showing up. But what is that? God, I don't remember. And this game has so much freaking awesome, just like geometry. Like these levels look cool later. Where? Was it this? Hey, whatever happened to Sigourney Weaver? Is she still doing things?
They brought her back in the Avatar movie as a child.
What?
Her fucking woman voice.
Oh,
comes
I don't
out
know.
of
I don't know what I
child's
did.
Body.
So, wait. No. You are bullshitting me right now.
Well, you know how her character fucking died in the first one? She comes back
No?
as a spirit and is reborn in a child's body. A child avatar body.
Oh.
Or whatever you call the Navi.
Not. That was confusing for me because that movie came out around the time I discovered Zelda. And the only
That movie
discussion.
confused a lot of people for a lot of different reasons.
Well, yeah. The only discussion anybody ever wanted to have with Zelda, the other half of what I was saying, was that like about Ocarina. So, while people were talking about the Navi, I had to navigate discussions about Navi and how annoying Navi was. I also had to teach a room full of adults the meaning of the word manipulate.
I think Way of Water is gonna end up on Disney Plus eventually, and that's when I'll watch it because we're not paying for that shit.
Disney?
Yeah.
What's the link there? Isn't that a Paramount outing?
No.
No? Alright.
I don't know the studio in charge, but the
Bitch ass studio.
Avatar has stakes at Disney Japan, I think.
Something about that reads tracks.
There's like a world over there that they created.
They have a water world at Universal. I learned that because Pat went.
Yeah, I've gone a few times.
What?
It's a pretty decent show. It's like 45 minutes.
You've gone?
Yeah.
What?
I've seen the Waterworld show
No.
a handful of times.
I'm more freaking floored with the fact that you went to freaking Universal. When did you do that shit?
I had a fucking season pass to Universal Studios during the time we've been dating.
What?
I've talked many times about Universal Studios.
I thought you were just speaking as like an American who just knows this thing because it's just a part of your country. That's, amusement parks.
I have vague memories of the T-10000000.
You saw with thine own eyes the T-10000000.
Yeah, before they took the Terminator show away.
Oh, it's gone?
Oh, it's been gone.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I fucking saw the T-10000000 as a child.
Did you freaking take it down, dude?
The Arnold lookalike came out and took it down. It was pretty cool.
I'm not going to sex with my own life.
Yeah,
This table's
I was
tiny.
there for the original Jurassic Park ride.
Wowie zowie.
I rode the Mummy.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't allowed to ride the Mummy at first because I was too small.
They were like, I don't know if you're gonna get any bigger.
Dude, it's nothing. There's nothing like going to Universal Studios and your parents abandoning you to go on a ride, and you are stuck in this fucking like daycare room at a theme park.
What is the daycare room like?
Like every other daycare room. It's
I don't
fucking
know.
boring.
The only daycare room I was ever in had one of those cool. It had those cool. With like the metal rods that were like different colors and they twist in different ways, and then you have like the wooden pegs and then you push them along the rod.
I was too old to be in that fucking room.
Fricking ass, dude! You're too old for a lot of things that you still get mistaken for.
I was too small to get on the ride, and I was kind of scared.
Oh, should I save this for the show? Or actually, this isn't even a discussion. I wanna bring this up real quick about the lady that I saw at work. Is that even like worthy of a talk?
I don't even know who you're talking about right now.
The really, really, really small lady.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Okay. So, dwarfism, right?
Yeah.
No. So check this out. There was this lady. No. There was this dude who was just a little taller than me. He was like pushing his daughter, his adorable little girl, in a cart. And she refused to stop waving at all of the workers. So sweet. He's walking with his daughter in the cart, and what I thought was a little girl with him. Come to find out, that is not a little girl. That is in fact the child's mother.
Small.
This freaking, like, Kiki, you're small. You're not very tall at all, bro. Like, you are really freaking short. This chick was, you tower over her.
Yeah.
She looked legitimately like a child. Like, I thought that was his freaking daughter. Like, I guess that's it. I was just freaking floored by how short this chick was. Like she didn't have the proportions of a dwarf. She had the proportions of a child, and that's what floored me so hard about it. That's why I was so like good. I was good about it. Something about it felt wrong. It's like don't put your dick in that. Like, I don't give a shit how legal she is. She looks too much like a child. I don't want you to awaken something within yourself. Also, I saw a really messed up post recently from Discord. I think it's getting clear when there's a fake post, like when somebody's lying. Because I used to listen to a lot of like Reddit stories, compilations. There was just nothing else to do at work, my old job. Actually, wait, I don't think I gave too much of a shit about this because you still had to talk about. You still had something to talk about.
What did I have to talk about?
It was about Universal.
Oh. Well, I went to fucking Harry Potter World. What do you mean you didn't know I went to Universal?
I didn't know that was. I thought that was a separate thing.
No.
Well, I know now.
They had the Back to the Future ride that they turned into Simpsons ride.
There's no overlap there.
No.
Okay.
What else? They had a Van Helsing walkthrough.
Oh, I remember hearing about that.
It was cool. It made me dizzy.
That Van Helsing game on PS2 is freaking awesome. It's because it's Devil May Cry though. Yeah, it's literally just Devil May Cry. But that movie was also kind of awesome though. The one with Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, I always go to put it on and then we end up doing something else.
Yeah, what other movies have we done that with?
I don't know. It took us a couple watches to get through fucking Last Jedi.
Yeah, it took me a couple watches. It took me like freaking. How long did it take me? When did Dark Knight came out? 2019. It took me about 10, 11 years. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It took me like,
you had to watch it with me.
yeah, 12 years for me to finish The Dark Knight. I'd always get bored right after the bank robbery scene. Like, during it even. God. I don't know why that movie was so hard for me to watch, but I definitely watched it after, like... Because, like, you can still go back and enjoy a movie like that, but, like, when I see all the props, like, they're very clearly plastic. Like, we're so spoiled with screen accuracy today.
Sorry, Titan. I didn't mean to worry your little nose.
Yeah, fire.
Shotgun.
Burning the end of this fucking bookmark so it stopped unraveling.
Oops. Okay, worked out.
What else about Universal? I never got a big donut.
Isn't that just... Yeah, you explained that to me recently.
I've seen people with it. It's fucking huge.
Isn't it just a cake?
It's basically just a cake.
Because, like, donuts are fried, but you can't fry that much dough.
You could.
I mean, like, it's not porous enough. Like, it would need to be like a freaking sponge cake at that point, and then the outside would be too crispy. It would burn. Like, there's no way to cook it. Like, friggin' how thick that is? There's no way to cook that properly with the donut method. You have to bake it.
There was, what else? I haven't gone in such a long time. They had the Shrek show. Oh, Waterworld. That's what I was gonna talk about.
Right, yeah, you were really hype about that.
Well, I mean, I've seen it a few times.
What is this shit? What is this frickin' rich kid shit? What do you mean I've been there a few times?
It's, like a 45-minute show.
And you've watched it more than once.
Yeah, because I've been to the park more than once. It's actually pretty sad. I don't know how many times I've been to Knott's, Universal, or Disneyland.
Yeah, that's
Hey!
tragic. You know, maybe I grew up on rice and beans, but you know, you freaking didn't. You don't know how many times you've been to a freaking amusement park.
No, not sad, like pathetic. Like
that's freaking awful.
Anyway, yeah, Waterworld. You show up and there's bunch of water. It's like a big giant fucking studio type pool, and
Studio.
I don't know.
That sounds cool.
It's a giant set. It's a huge fucking set.
That's okay. Jokes aside, that sounds kind of awesome.
It's fucking cool. They've got like, I mean, you've seen Waterworld. You've seen how they build.
I have not seen Waterworld.
You haven't seen the 4-hour masterpiece Waterworld?
I have not seen Kevin Costner's Waterworld.
Well, they have like scaffolding and nets and zip lines and like turrets and all kinds of shit.
That's freaking weird.
And they have this giant gate, and there's barrels in the water, and like it's cool. It's cool as fuck.
Okay.
And so there's like, I don't know what they're called in the fucking context of the world, but there's bad guys, and they hype you up for the show. And if you sit, on the lower levels, you get sprayed intentionally. And they have like these water guns. It's like the turrets, but they're water guns.
That's cool.
And they fucking shoot everybody, and it's fun.
Yeah, it sounds like an experience. I understand why you'd see it multiple times.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was just like a stage play.
Oh no, that'd be boring. Fucking it's like the Shrek thing was a 4D experience. That's the only reason you
The
go to it.
fricking hell does 4D mean?
So you have 3D glasses, and the seats move, and they spray you with water sometimes, like mist.
I was thinking they would be like,
donkey sneezes and you get misted.
oh, ew.
Yeah. There's a part with rats or roaches underneath, I think. And so the bottom of your seat puffs air at you.
That's
And
freaking...
the seat rocks back and forth because there's like a chase sequence in a carriage.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah.
This sounds like... It sounds like everything they wanted to put in had to be like, oh, now we're being chased in a carriage. Hold on.
He does.
He does, yeah.
He does.
It's like they have to break down exactly what's happening, because if it was just happening, freaking audiences would be confused.
Yeah. But yeah, Waterworld's cool. It's just like, oh no, the guy's coming at us, and there's a boat chase, and then there's explosions, and then
Excuse me.
there's a little boat chase.
That's ridiculous.
Well, jet ski, not boat.
If I've learned anything about Face Off, it's that there's no boat chases.
Well, they'll like drift along the water and splash the fuck out of people like during the show.
Absolutely skirted your responsibilities there.
And, yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
All right, that actually sounds pretty sick.
Yeah, the Terminator show. I remember. You walk into this room, and like after you get out of the line, you walk in this waiting room area, and it's all like corporate futury.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lady that stands like above everybody. She's
Yeah.
like in a alcove up top, and she's like, "Hi, welcome to Cybernet," or whatever the fuck. And she's like, "Okay," and then like you're there for like an investment show.
That's awesome.
It's fucking sick. And then you get ushered into the theater room, and this shit just happens, and it's like the technology starts freaking the fuck out, and they're like, uh-oh. and then like there's a portal that opens up, and it's just cool.
Oh god, that freaking piece of shit heater's on.
There was also maybe you should check before you open the fucking door.
I didn't open that door, you did.
It was open when I came out here.
No, it wasn't.
Anyway,
Dude, no.
they had a Fear Factor show.
Was the Joe Rogan there?
No.
Oh.
No.
What's the point?
But they got my dad's fat ass on there.
Somehow.
He was good at making himself look like a dumbass. So they were like, they just pick people out of the audience, and he was one of them.
Did he eat any worms?
No, he fell on the first challenge.
Freaking damn it.
Because the first challenge was just hang there on a bar.
Oh,
and
that's
they put
lame.
oil on it. They put like some kind of lube on it.
That first, that's not a fear factor. Hang from a bar. Like, I understand they gotta like account for everybody's limits, but it's freaking fear factor.
Yeah. There's also a special effects show that I'm not sure they do anymore. It's they just start showing you like how sounds are made, how they do tricks.
That's so
And
awesome.
they called my dad out of the audience for that one too. There's a thing. It's like a mummy thing, I think, and he's tied to a. He was up high. It was hard to see, but he was attached to a wall, and then they started talking shit, and he said something, and before he could really respond, the lightning flashed in the room, and the door swung 180, so it revealed like a charred mummy.
That's awesome.
It was fucking cool.
I like how they talk to him, but then before he can respond, just in case he says something untoward.
Yeah, it was cool. It was gone.
Real quick, this is like a side note, just because you mentioned the mummy. I remember I told Mama what happened with Brendan Fraser. She didn't know, and she was like, "Oh heck yeah," because like he came back.
Yeah.
She was really happy to hear. I just thought it was sweet.
Big awards.
He cried.
He did cry. I cried.
Brendan Fraser. He didn't do nothing.
What else did they have? They had an animal show.
Cool.
They still do the animal show.
What did they do?
They have birds that fly around on command. They've got
That's awesome.
stunt dogs. They've got cool snake.
Hey, if they've trained these dogs, there's no reason not to use them, huh?
Yeah, no, they're chilling. It's pretty cool.
Damn, this
They
guy's
have like
tough.
guinea pigs that run across the stage. It's cute. It's really kid friendly. They had so in the same area as the Fear Factor thing before everything got changed, they had like a Flintstones fucking cafe.
Flintstones, dude.
Yeah. What else?
Oops.
When you're a kid, it's overwhelming. There's so much to do.
Yeah, when you're an adult, you're like, this is so much to do. I just don't give a shit.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Oh, the tour. The tour's fun. You get on the tram, and sometimes you're not. Sometimes they're filming.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Wait,
So
actual movies?
Yeah.
Oh.
Universal Studios is still a studio lot.
Oh! I thought they just called it that. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, the tram goes through areas.
Is that all this was?
The tram goes through areas that were used. So like you see the town they used to film Back to the Future in.
Yeah. I remember Aaron talked about that.
Yeah.
I thought they just moved the set over.
No, it's pretty cool.
Okay.
There's like the Desperate Housewives lane.
Huh? Oh.
We went on. I don't know. They use it for other things.
Okay.
But
Do you think anybody? So they reuse sets.
Yeah.
Do you think anybody would be like, wait a minute, like in Terminator, it's like, wait a minute, was that the Desperate Housewives?
Yeah. I mean, there's certain times you can check. Like it's usually not as grand, but you can tell. Like David Cronenberg reuses a lot of locations. Because he just likes to do that.
Okay. No reason not to save money.
Yeah. It's like he's familiar with it, you know. Doesn't have to go out and scout the light and all that shit, like, you know. But yeah, so like sometimes they'll be filming, and so you have to go. The tram has to take a detour. And that's how I know about the Desperate Housewives, because they were filming some shit, and so they were like, okay, well let's go down here, and it was.
They were filming the movie.
No. Because it's not part of the tour. So they took us down there as a detour. And I was like, okay. It's all just white picket fences and shit.
That's freaking disgusting.
You go through a War of the Worlds set.
That sounds freaking fine.
It's just crashed planes and shit.
Yeah, okay.
There's a Jaws experience thing. There's like a pool, and then you go across a bridge, and then the water drops, or like you drop into the water, sort of.
Oops.
And the fucking animatronic shark are like at you.
You said animatronic.
Yeah. And then you go to like a ravine area, like a tiny village area.
Yeah.
And I think it's the water from Big Fat Liar.
Big Fat Liar.
Right?
What was Big Fat Liar?
The
Was
blue
that?
man?
Oh yeah. Okay, I was thinking of freaking Liar.
Yeah.
Wait, I have this problem every time. It's like, is that Frankie Muniz or is that Jim Carrey?
Yeah, I remembered a lot of the stuff on the tour, and my brother didn't, so I had him sit on the edge. And when we got to that part, they were like, "Uh-oh, there's a storm," and so the water starts coming in, and he fucking looks at me, and and is like, because he gets splashed.
Oh, he's one of those little bitch babies.
He
He's
just-
like, no.
He knew I did it on purpose.
Oh, okay.
I put him there on purpose, but it was fun. Yeah, but they've added stupid shit to it, like, there was a. It used to be earthquake. I don't know. You go through like a tunnel, and the things start shaking and the walls are collapsing, and there's like live wire effects and things like that. It was pretty fucking cool, but they changed it. They changed the tunnel to just be like a Fast and Furious thing.
That sounds freaking stupid.
It's fucking stupid. I hate it. I was like, ew, can I just skip this part?
That just sounds like you're on a track. Is that exactly what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It became way less interesting. It's like they changed the fucking Jurassic Park ride to have that digital tunnel, and like they took away a lot of the practical shit that I really liked about it.
Okay.
It's like, sure, the animatronics look like shit, but it was still charming. Because the fucking, like, at the end of the fucking Jurassic Park ride, the big T-Rex tries to eat you, and your boat swerves down. That's the drop. Is like, you're scared because the T-Rex is looking at you, and then they drop your fucking cart into the water. And it's fucking cool.
That sounds really rad.
It's fucking awesome. Oh yeah, they have a Minions thing now.
What?
Yeah.
I guess this makes them a lot of money.
It's a fucking bummer. Like, there was no reason for Disneyland to change the Tower of Terror to the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh. Wait, that was a real thing? I thought that was a Goosebumps book.
No, it was a Twilight Zone thing. And my god cousin, the cool guy, he fucking used to work there. He fucking hated it. But he was really good when he was working at Tower of Terror because you have to act creepy.
Mm-hmm.
And he was yucking it up.
Man, I'd be really good at that job.
Yeah. He scared some celebrity. I don't know who it was. It wasn't like Al Pacino, but it was something like that. It was fucking funny.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. I don't know, like that just sounds like it's got some merit to it.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
It's fun. It's not just roller coasters. That's why I think like that's the enjoyment factor. Because like you're standing in line, but there's shows you can go to if you don't give a fuck about the rides. And
like that one time I went to Six Flags with you and somebody.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was that frickin' loser. Anyway, so we went to Six Flags. I remember like I was bored in line, and then I looked up and they were playing Looney Tunes, and I was like,
yeah.
And both you and him were like, really? I was like, yeah, it's Foghorn Leghorn. Who doesn't like Foghorn Leghorn?
You're so cute.
I was having fun. It's like, that's all you really gotta do is just like, if you own the rights, I guess, just freaking put that shit on.
It definitely makes time feel better.
I'll stand in line to watch that shit.
They have I don't think they were doing it when you were there. Maybe they were, I don't know, but they do like little quiz questions. It's like, which the oldest ride? And like, if you're in a group, you all start, saying different things.
Start screaming at each other.
Yeah.
There was a really funny episode of Game Grumps. Actually, it was a series where they played the what's it called? Universal Studios game.
The backlot.
Wow, that's a freaking explosive sniper.
Whoa!
I don't. Yeah. I don't know what it was. It was just like the Universal Studios game, and they got stuck on like a quiz, because like for whatever reason that game gates you. Like it doesn't let you play all the mini games. It gates you, so you have to complete certain mini games before you can move on. And the one that was like most worth it was the mini game where you answer questions, and they kept asking questions about freaking Backdraft.
Yeah!
And
Yeah, that's what it was too. There was part of the tour where you get like a backdraft experience.
but it was really funny because like at one point they get really frustrated because they're just like, I don't know anything about freaking Backdraft.
Yeah.
And then John just leans into the microphone and goes, do you guys like Backdraft?
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that one. That's how I know about like the door
No, yeah.
thing.
That's
when there's a fire.
so freaking funny. It was I can't even say it. I can't even say it.
I love how he died and rolled towards you. Oh, I've been wounded.
He really did though. There's just to mention the game real quick. This game has Turok was very well known for its elaborate death animations, and also this game just rules. But it was known for its elaborate death animations. Problem with those is you don't know when they're freaking dead sometimes. So you'll pump a couple extra bullets into them, and they'll just be dead. But they also have like freaking blood effects still display. It's like freaking no, they're dead. Just don't do that. Anyway, go on.
Did you get him?
I got him. They fixed tech errors in this game, bro.
Jesus Christ.
He did that to himself too.
I'm trying to think of what else. Because Simpsons used to be something else. Oh no, the Simpsons. The Back to the Future became the Simpsons.
Yeah, you said that.
Fuck, I don't know.
Man, thinking about that though, it's just like that's a lot of money. That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a gross amount of money. Like not only to go there, but to maintain that place. There's no way these people are earning anything more than minimum wage.
Oh no, for sure. Like the workers at amusement parks are fucking. They're
Like
not paid anything.
I can't tell if that's a step down or above retail.
It's down.
Really?
It's constant. It's fucking nightmarish. Like the novelty of look at me, I'm working at a park. It's gotta wear off really fucking quick.
Really quick.
Yeah, like it's Disneyland. I know is the worst. Six Flags just sucks right.
We know
now.
a guy who works at Disneyland, like kind of like not what's tertiary? It's not tertiary.
It's your sister's friend.
Yeah, whatever. But like we know a guy who works at Disneyland, and he's like, no, I love it, but he's like incredibly depressed, so no, he doesn't love it.
He's fucking stupid.
God bless.
Like not as a person, but just like
As a person, I freaking love that guy.
it just like he works there, and then he spends his money there, and it's like so you're not earning shit, are you? Because you're there, you're buying merchandise, you're fucking going to the park on your days off. Like what the fuck?
That's freaking ridiculous. That's ridiculous to me. It's like, what are you gonna buy at a freaking Disney park?
They have constant like merchandise.
No, I know. That's what I'm on about. Is you're just gonna buy merchandise. So at a point, your freaking room looks like a freaking ad.
Well, apparently his room is very minimalist.
Then what is he buying?
Food.
Just buy regular food.
It's Anaheim.
They have grocery stores in Anaheim.
They have Vons.
Don't go to grocery stores. That's my argument. That's my counter argument. Is don't go to grocery stores in Anaheim.
Trader Joe's.
Hit up like Gardeners or something and pick up some freaking guacamole. Oh shit, I want some guacamole. I don't got the money for guac though.
I think. I have to check. Hold on.
It's like $4 for a little tub of guac.
You could just make your own fucking guac.
But it costs more because we also need to get the peppers and the lemon and. I think we need more onions because these ones are drying out.
Well, then I don't care. I was gonna look it up because I think avocados were $1 or 2 for $1 or something at Albertsons.
Let me tell you a story real quick from my youth. So, Mama's a pretty good cook.
Mhm.
There was one thing, and one thing only, that Mama ever made that I didn't like, in fact hated, and we all hated it. And it was during the worst of it.
Mhm.
Our least of having money.
Mhm.
Mama would make a stew. And the one part of the stew we didn't want to eat were these little tiny onion bulbs. And she'd throw them in there every freaking time to spite us. It was freaking gross. It tasted like, in my head as a kid I was eating an eyeball.
Yeah. Oh my god. We've talked about it before, but do you remember
This voice is scary.
PBS would have like just random shit where kids were interacting with things?
Yeah.
And so one of them, I think it was actually just a commercial, but they blindfolded kids and had them stick their hands in different food.
Yeah.
And so the grapes, they were like eyeballs, and then for the spaghetti, they were like worms, and I got fucking pissed.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, that's not fucking worms, you idiot!
Like, I remember I was like, I was watching that as a kid, but I was also watching that as like a preteen, so I was way too old to be watching it, but we didn't have anything else.
Yeah. I watched so many Cyber Chase reruns. Like, I'd watch the same episodes 2 or 3 times a day because we had the West channel and the East channel.
Oh my god.
Do you remember Fetch with Rough Ruffman?
I do remember Fetch with Rough Ruffman. I used to think, like, the first time I saw that show, and I'm not kidding, I was another man back then.
Okay.
I was a child.
Okay.
Turned it on, and I didn't feel one way or the other about it, but this was just what I reacted with. The show started, Fetch, the dog host, starts talking. Said, "This dog's a Jew." I turned it off.
No! No!
I wasn't even mad. I didn't feel one way or the other about it. That's just what left my mouth, and I turned the show off.
Do you remember Maya and Miguel?
I do remember, that show was freaking awful.
There was one episode they played all the fucking time, and it was how she, like, Mother's Day, they're trying to get her a face mask.
The Calavera?
Oh, that one too.
Oh.
No, they're trying to get their mom a face mask, so they're trying to find all the special ingredients listed in a book, but they're just getting random shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, you need this kind of snake skin, and they're like, oh, I don't know, a lizard tail. Like, they just
like, if it says to get that, get it.
They couldn't, because they found some really expensive recipe in a book or something.
Then don't do that one.
It was fucking stupid, and then the mask they ended up making got stuck on their face.
I remember that, yeah. More than that, though, I remember the episode with the Calavera, and the reason I remember that is because there's a point where Maya, the bitch, who just ruins freaking everything, she'll shove a...
SOS!
Yes! In every situation, she'll just freaking, like, pry open somebody's ass, shove her fingers in, and then they'll say stop, and she'll go, SOS! Her freaking barrettes will freak out, her ponytail will spin around, and freaking she'll just, like, ruin the day for somebody. But she never freaking learns to keep her freaking mouth shut and just don't. Just freaking don't. And she broke a Calavera with that little freaking kid. Whoever the little boy was, she busted it. And she goes to a store, and she's just like, hey, supporting character.
That bitch high as fuck.
You finally saw the alien chick?
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. It's like, you ought to come look at this, because, like, they gave her too much.
That bitch is zooted.
But, like, she broke the Calavera, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she goes to the guy and asks, hey, can you make us a new one? He's like, oh, yeah, sure. About how big do you need it? She says, about as big as Miguel's head.
Yeah.
And then she gets it, and it's the size of a regular freaking skull. They had giant heads.
Yeah.
I know a thing or two about giant heads. They had giant heads. That was not the freaking size of Miguel's head.
I do remember that.
There was also a joke about, like, the mom embarrasses Miguel at a point. He's like, I don't want to do this thing, Mom. And she's like, that's what you said about broccoli, but you tried it and you ended up loving it. And everybody was like, broccoli's bomb, dog.
Broccoli's nasty. Fuck you.
Mama used to make broccoli with spices.
Oh.
Yeah.
I still can't do it. It smells so fucking nasty.
I don't blame you. It's okay.
I have broccoli trauma.
I don't blame you.
Oh, get off me.
Mama used to put like a little bit of cheese on it. She sprinkled some cheese on it. She put croutons with it. She didn't do it all the time, but she did it once or twice, and I was just like, now I like broccoli. You good now?
I'm good now because it smells like fucking dick smoke.
Sorry. Couldn't help myself. I was playing Turok too. God, this game. This game rules, dude.
$7. Fuck you.
What for?
Guac.
Yeah, it's freaking expensive. Like, avocados are expensive, but freaking guac is expensive.
It's fucking stupid.
And why would you buy guac when you can make that shit yourself? You gotta get the right peppers. You gotta get the right ratio of peppers to lemon. You gotta get that shit right, dog. You can't just be throwing in like $4, $7, $10, $15 on the tub of guac. He's like, no, you can make that shit yourself, yo. You get those avocados, you get them right, mash them up all real nice and good. You get that good consistency. Couple of blobs here and there, just a little treat for yourself. Sure, it's a little creamy,
$10
a little chocolate.
off your purchase of $10 or more.
At
Albertsons.
Isn't that a thing you used?
I used it last time and it's available again, so I can get basically free shit.
Guac?
Guac?
I mean, I don't want to be trusting a white people guac, and I know that's racist, but
It's still.
you can be freaking racist to white people for some reason.
No, it's
so.
still expensive. I'll see how much avocados and shit are though.
It's definitely not falling under $10. Oh, I didn't freaking save the last kid. Damn it!
Save the last dance, dude.
I freaking hate this level. I can't find that stupid freaking kid. I don't know where they are.
$30 for 60 eggs. Fuck you.
No, that's $20 because of the thing.
Still too much.
No, that's way too much. We'll just stop eating eggs for a little bit.
That's what I said.
Huh? Did I go down here? I swear I did. There's the little kid.
They have a tray of pre-cut bell peppers for $3.
Do you maybe want to eat my frickin' dick?
Well, the avocados there are too expensive, but I could always hit the 99.
I don't even know if those classify as avocados.
99 has decent produce now. You just have to use it right away.
I'm too curious. Oh, I don't want to lose out on my achievements though. We'll do it anyway. Whoops. I just wanted to see if there was anything up here. Okay, answer is no.
Let me check the weekly ad.
What for?
Because I swear to God, I saw avocados.
One time, this is just like a story from my work back in the day. I had this boss lady who was really excited about having authority and didn't know how to have authority. She definitely coasted off of her looks through all of school.
Oh, it was yesterday. God damn it.
Oh, no good anymore?
Yeah. Anyway, go on.
One time I went to buy my sister, cause she was having a bad day. I thought I would do something nice for her. I went to go buy her not a parfait. What am I thinking of?
No, 3 for $5.
On what?
Avocado.
It's a lot of avocados, but I could make a lot of guac.
Medium ones.
Oh, that's a lot of avocado.
Yeah, 3 for $5. I mean, at that point it's free still because... Anyway.
Right, anyway, so this boss that I had, right? I went to go buy my sister something because she was having a rough go of it, and I thought, why not try? That was my first mistake, but I freaking brought like the parfait or whatever it was, like an Oreo cake in a cup. I brought it up to the front, and the lady just like leans forward in the weirdest freaking way she could. She goes, "¿Te gusta?" I was like, she spoke English, but she just decided in this moment to speak Spanish to me. And I was just like, nah, I'm just getting it for my sister. Yeah, she then went to explain it. She was like, it means you like that? I was like, I know what it means.
Yes, I responded. It's funny.
I've decided the funniest Spanish word is chango.
Yeah, that's fine.
My grandmother used to call me changuito. It was a little monkey. That was all I wanted, and she gave me that. God rest her. I really did want to be a monkey when I was a kid. I thought I could go to school. Thought I could go to school, graduate, and leave an ape. I was excited. I was so excited to go to college. They kept saying you could be whatever you want, and I never said it out loud. I never said it to anybody, but I was like, oh, Donkey Kong. I was so hype. The dream died.
Where's my fucking Mountain Dew?
We don't get Mountain Dew. We don't have Mountain Dew money. It was a really funny. I don't even know what that was, but it was really funny.
I checked the food for last night.
Yeah.
And they had one 12-pack, and somebody had opened it and stolen a can. And I was like, you motherfuckers!
You know you can get a discount on that then.
I should have grabbed it.
Yeah.
I was like, I should steal one. And I was like, no, stealing's bad.
You don't want to violate my trust back in the past when I worked at a grocery store. I just wanted to see if there would be a blood effect.
I'm so mad. Apparently it's at a 7-Eleven in Hesperia. I was like, what the fuck? What? Where is that?
That's a freaking journey just to get... Hey, I would be willing to do it if we could sing like Pokemon songs the whole time.
Yeah, but that's gas.
Yeah, we don't got that kind of money.
But there's a Mountain Dew tracker.
Is that? I guess they do have a lot of unique flavors, so it's not the craziest thing I've ever heard.
I mean, it's been updated since... Don't you fucking sell 2 bottles of... Fuck you!
Is somebody selling 2 bottles?
On eBay for $15.
Is that really worth it?
I'm not gonna do it.
No,
won't
not
do
you,
it.
them.
Dude, people are fucking assholes.
How much did those bottles cost you, and how much are you getting out of it?
It's so fucking rude.
There's no way that's actually
I just
worth
want
it.
my pitch black.
What does it even taste like?
I don't know.
Oh, right. That's the...
It was a flavor back from like 2004.
That's the thing that gets me about these Mountain Dew flavors, that like they try and get you because like it's not like pitch black cherry or whatever. It's where it's
a
just
dark
like
citrus flavor.
it's-
That's what the description
they're
is.
all freaking citrus. But like it's like they'll call it different things. But like at the end of the day, it's all just soda, and it all tastes like freaking diesel.
Ew!
What?
I went on their website, and you know how like at the bottom it'll be like fac, careers, whatever.
Yeah.
It says I want to serve Dew.
Doing what?
I don't know. Also, Baja Blast hot sauce apparently.
That is not. That sounds like actual poison. I am not interested.
You don't want it?
No, I don't want it. That sounds like literal freaking poison. That legitimately sounds like poison. It's like I don't even trust Mountain Dew as a drink. Why would I trust it in different forms?
Hot sauce.
I'm freaking stupid. I forgot to go here. Like, I like hot sauce, but I'm not one of those, like, hey,
Connoisseurs.
connoisseur. More like freaking older dudes who, for whatever reason, get really addicted to hot sauce. I don't understand. Like, what is it about hitting your middle age and then you're like, I'm gonna make hot sauce?
I don't know.
I don't have the environment to store that shit in barrels to get the right flavors. And then there's a point where your salsa, your hot sauce, just starts to taste like green.
Yeah, it's no good.
It's like, yeah, this is spicy, but it doesn't even have flavor. This is a freaking abortion of freaking peppers. Why did you do this? That is not even a back arch. Did you freaking see that?
No. Look how rude this is.
I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm looking for.
The dew. That's where the dew is.
Oh, I don't give a shit. I'm not reading any of that. Like, God bless. I understand your pain, kind of, because I went like to 6 different freaking stores looking for Yoshi's Island one time. But like, hell no, I don't give a shit.
I'm a loser.
I don't know. I feel like I'm a loser.
Yeah, like
Would you? Okay.
I would go on a journey to go get this shit.
No, of freaking course you would. But like, I'm thinking more about like my
They have thrashed apple cans at
my
Ralph's.
post from today.
Sorry.
Apple. Oh right.
That one was good.
Whatever. I was just thinking about my post from today.
Mhm.
Would you be an e-girl to sell guns?
No,
Why not?
because I don't want to slow down.
Not like that one. Did you see the post?
I did, but I still don't want to sell guns.
So you wouldn't do that.
No.
You wouldn't do that though. That seems right up your alley.
Probably.
Apparently that chick's a freaking memester.
Okay. What's his face was really mad about it.
Tucker Carlson.
Yeah.
That wasn't actually. That was you remember the video of the Ukrainian chick dancing?
Oh.
That was actually what he was responding to. Somebody
Oh.
edited that in.
Okay.
You know, I did say context was for cowards, but I really wanted context really badly. So I went through and found out all that information. And then I realized, like, if I ever share this info with anybody, it's gonna look like I'm simping over this chick. But I was more interested in whether or not she was holding a real gun. Turns out she was, which makes it feel really weird. Because, like, I understand that a gun is, like, a hobby thing for some people, but my experience with guns has been that, like, I love guns. But my experience with guns has been, like, that is not a hobby tool. that is a weapon through and through.
Mm-hmm.
Especially considering that I grew up around a lot of ex-military people, so they, like, in trying to flex on civilians, they would just always refer to them as weapons instead of, like, guns or by their designation.
Yeah.
Just be like, yeah, this weapon in particular is like, all right, shut up, Clancy. I understand. I got respect for the art too. You know, I like me a good old gun here and there, but shut the frickin' hell up. It's like, yes, it is a weapon, but shut up. It's colloquialism. It's just a frickin' gun right now. Ugh, how do I get up there? I don't remember how to get up there. My freaking out. You still looking for Mountain Dew?
No.
Hey, what's the deal with chicks in Baja Blast, by the way?
That shit's bomb!
It's really not. I don't understand
Stop
what it
talking.
is with chicks in Baja Blast.
You're such a whore.
Your freaking tastes are bad.
How come everything you like is shit?
Yes, that's a legitimate question I've asked you.
Nobody cares what you have to say.
Yeah, I know. That's why I started a YouTube channel with you.
Hey!
What?
Do you want me to go get avocados and shit?
No.
You want to come with me to get some fucking avocados?
No.
I'm hungry.
Check my bank account.
What about it?
We got gas recently. That's what about it.
Well, I still have to... Excuse you.
What? What do you have to do? What sins must you commit on this day?
I have to go get my fucking medicine and
Oh.
dishwasher pods.
Oh, you didn't get your medicine yet? I don't care right now.
You just want your wife to die?
No, not you. Oh, okay, so that's not a physical object. Okay.
Oh, or you just...
You really thought I was... Okay, so I just wanted to see if I was wasting time. I was. That's bullshit. That totally looked like. Did you happen to look at the screen while I was doing that?
Your giant head is in front of me, so no.
Okay. Okay, bye. Anyway, you didn't get your medicine. Apparently I had a refill ready to go, so.
Oh.
If you don't want me to kill you, go get my medicine too. Also, do I want to go with you? I would hate more than anything in the world to be away from you on this, my day off. I
But
would
the
very
answer is
much.
no, you don't want to go. You can be sweet, but just.
So as I was saying, I would be very much, I would very much be honored if yes, I could go with you.
This cat lets me pull on her fucking
You just gonna
tail.
pretend you didn't just diss me like that? You didn't just dunk your balls in my mouth?
I'm pulling on this cat's tail and she loves it.
You're a piece of shit, you know
This
that?
cat's a freak!
I freaking hate you! I don't remember how to navigate this area. I don't know why.
Just fly.
I don't wanna.
Why?
You make a strong point, my dear. Oh, wait. I think because I can just do this.
You little slut. I just hit her.
Heck
She
yeah.
doesn't.
Ultra health.
I don't remember how I'm supposed to make it up here, but I totally did it before. Is that all that is? It's just a freaking secret area?
He looked at you like, what?
You programmed this shit game, Sasha. That's what. This game rad. This game rules.
Look at your long ass claws.
Long now. Dude, how would you feel if I made you do homework for a month, but at the end of the month, you had 30 days worth of chili cheese fries?
Fuck yeah.
But I made up the homework assignments on the spot.
Oh, Jesus.
So it was like an hour before you did them, I made up the homework assignments.
What are they though?
There's 1 page of math, 1 page of English, 1 page of history.
You can't make up math. You don't even math.
I can make up fricking math.
What's wrong with that bitch's neck?
It's really long and the lighting is weird here. I wish I could show you her model proper because like her back is like broken. It looks fricking awful. Nothing in this fricking world I love as much as you.
I'm gonna lay back down. My stomach hurts.
Are you serious? You okay?
I just have a pain.
Yeah, I got a pain too, but it only materializes when you're speaking. All right, fine. I'll save the game and we'll go. Let's go here. Quit.
It's like you're
Yes.
streaming to nobody. You